Hi, welcome back to my Flosstube number 15. If this is your first time watching a Flosstube video on my channel, welcome, and there is a separate playlist for Flosstube videos. The rest of my channel mainly pertains to nail polish, swatching, the love of, etc. But I also really love cross stitch, and since finding Flosstube, it's been really enjoyable for me to both watch Flosstube videos and create Flosstube of my own to interact with you guys that way. So today I'm going to be talking about the flossy projects that I have done in the last 2 weeks. And so if you're not interested in that, please come back for another video. If you are, I encourage you to subscribe, and I do a Flosstube update about every 2 weeks. I usually film every other Sunday. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my whips. That means works in progress. I have a new start and a finish. Actually, I have a couple new starts. I'm kind of a start all the things kind of stitcher. And then I'm going to be sharing with you a little bit of haul, a little bit of kitting up, and also then we're going to be picking my new random project for this week off of my last year's Mania projects. And then we'll talk about plans for the next 2 weeks. So let's go ahead and get started with works in progress. But first, really quick, I want to thank 2 of my favorite Flosstubers shouted me out in their video this last week, and I am so appreciative, and it was so exciting for me because I'm big fans. So you guys know I always talk about Heidi Stitching Faye and Sarah Stitching Spot. I will link them down below if you'd like to go check them out. I just love everything they're working on, but I just generally love their beautiful talent and passion for cross-stitching, and it just is really invigorating for me and really makes me happy to watch them. A couple of other channels that I've been watching a lot of lately is the Kindred Stitcher. She's been around for a long time on Flosstube, but I just recently found her for some reason and have been really enjoying watching her back catalog. And so definitely recommend Kindred Stitcher. And I've also just recently watched a video from Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch, another person who's been around a while and knows a lot. And all of these stitchers are very prolific, and so if you want to watch a lot of stitching, definitely go check their channels out. So what have I been stitching on? Well, until November 1st, I was stitching only on Halloween pieces. So I'm going to share with you my Halloween projects first, and I have a finish in there, so I'm going to put that all into the whips section, and then I will go ahead and talk with you about the stuff that I started November 1st or pick back up November 1st. And because I'm into more of my Thanksgiving-y kind of pieces, I haven't started any Christmas stitching yet, but I'm excited because I do have a few things kitted up for that. So let's go ahead and look at whips. So the first thing I think I worked on last time after I finished my last video with you guys was the Supernatural Sal from the Witchy Stitcher. And I put in the Banshee. I remember I told you guys I'm going to stitch whatever's right here, but actually the next one that she released was down here. So here's the Banshee. Isn't she cute and scary and cute? So whipped out really, really easy. There was even less to do than on the werewolf square, I think. So just this project continues to be super fun, really easy, and I like how it feels like you're completing a little project after every single time. So there's actually a mistake in this one, but if you can't see it, I'm not going to tell you what it is. I just didn't really feel like ripping out 2 whole rows of something to fix that. So I think it looks okay. So that is Banshee. I'm not going to put up on the screen where I was at last time because you can just imagine it's just those top 2. So anyway, highly, highly recommend. This is stitched on a piece of 16 count Aida that I hand dyed myself to give it this kind of roasted marshmallow look, and I really, really enjoyed that. Then the next thing that I worked on was my finish. I had a finish on Halloween because I was waiting for this Krynic that's here, all the bright golden spots. That's the Krynic, and I was waiting for it to get here, and then I could finish that up. So I really love this one. This is Samhain Dreams by Barbara Anna Designs, and all of the info that you need will be linked in the description bar below if you want to go look up my whips or anything like that. So I just love her. She's so, so cute, and this is a really small little project. I think it probably took about 3 or 4 days, and I only stitch maybe a couple hours a day if I'm lucky. So yeah, I really love this. I got it from a Punch Needle Primitive. One of their fall issues had this pattern in it. So super enjoyed. This is stitched on a 32 piece of parchment linen, and I hand dyed these this patterning in it, not patterning, the little splotches and stuff with Rit dye. So that is my finish for Halloween. I'm so happy with it, and the next project I'm going to show you goes with it. The next piece that I was working on was some more of Witchy Dreams. You guys saw in my last video the progress that I had on this, and I wanted to see if I could finish it, and I could not by Halloween evening, so I decided to put it up, but I really am close. I probably just need like one more really dedicated day. So yes, this one's really close as well. So you'll probably see me finish this one pretty soon, I would say. Also on my nails today, this is the 2022 Black Friday Doorbuster from Moonshine Manny for our Black Friday sale. You're going to see it change color because this is a tri-thermal shade. When you're cold, the color is roots right here on the tip. And then as it moves up, it's kind of like a watermelon red pink, and then it is a kind of hot bubblegum pink when you're warm. So that's our $7 doorbuster for our Black Friday sale, which starts on November 24th. That's on Thanksgiving, which we're having a 30% site-wide sale. So definitely stop on by for that if you'd like to snag any of my indie nail polish. So this lovely is really close to being done. Like I said, I basically got the Kreinik out of the mailbox that day, finished up Samhain, and then got this back out and got a bunch more done. Here's a little hat up there. So there we go. And then I was just thinking if I could figure out a way to put these together, these two, like, I don't know, it's not quite the right size, but if I pieced them in, I was thinking like she could be dreaming of this one, you know, if I figured out how to frame them well, so that this would be like up here and to the right of her dream. So, I don't know, but I really loved both of them, and I will finish this up pretty soon and not wait till next fall. The next project that I got out was the one that we chose for me to work on this week from my Mania, and this is being Inkspired by Stitchrovia. So I'll put up on the screen what was done before. And I like this project. I don't love this project. I am not sure if I'm going to DNF this project because I was just stitching it and I wasn't loving it. I know that part of the reason is it's on a 14 count Aida and it's not dyed in any way, and so it's a little crunchy, and it's not as fun to stitch on. And because the holes are so big, I just feel like I'm using up so much floss. I mean, not the holes, but you know, each square is so big. I just feel like I'm using up a lot of floss and not making very much progress. So it's just not been my fave to stitch on. So I didn't stay on this project very long because I wasn't enjoying it very much, and I'm a process stitcher. I only stitch for the fun of it, not for like the finished goal. So if it's not giving me a lot of good anxiety relief and enjoyable time, then I will move to something else. So here's how far I got on that. Here is my next project that I moved on to. So here's what it looks like. This is the Addams Family by Plum Street. And I'm stitching this on a piece of 36 count sand dollar from Be Stitch Me. And so I am missing whatever this color is here. I'm waiting for it to get to me. I think it is Fresh Brew from Classic Colorworks. So anyway, I got all of the house done with the exception of that, and then I started moving on over into here. So this is stitched 1/2 on 36 count, and I really enjoy it. I really like it. I want to see some more of this orange come into play. There's actually a lot of colors in this pattern, so I'm excited to get over into here where there'll be some more colors for the fruits that are on the trees. But it's a really fun stitch. It's more Halloween-y to me than maybe some of the other things I'm stitching right now, so I don't know how soon I'm going to get this back out, but you guys know I love Plum Street, so I always want to be stitching on Plum Street. The next two patterns are new starts. This is Folksy Thomas from Teresa Kogut. This was one of the Patreon patterns for October. And so there's going to be this adorable turkey right over here, but I started in the top left-hand corner, which I often do. And this is such a joy to stitch on. This is half DMC and half overdyed floss, and so I'm stitching with the called for. And I had a little oops in here and kind of just fudged it, so hopefully you can't really tell too much on that. But I'm really enjoying this pattern, and it's a lot of fill-in, so you can go around and trace and then just fill this in. And I don't like to do it in straight across lines, so I'll make a diagonal and then fill it in diagonally so it has a little bit more movement. But very much loving this. This is on a hand-dyed piece of 40 count Zweigart, and so it has lots of yummy marigold and some tan and green in there. And yeah, I was not bored of this piece when I moved to my next whip, but I wanted to get going on my next whip. You'll see why in just a second. So here's my final whip for this last 2-week period. This is my black sampler November piece. And this is a Cold Sea sampler from Modern Folk Embroidery. He just barely released this one. I picked up this and one more, which I'll show you in just a minute. But I was really excited that he had some new stuff releasing right now to go along with Black Sampler November. So if you've been with me for a while, you know that I really love the look of Modern Folk Embroidery and Long Dog samplers. And this one is such a treat to stitch on. It seems like it's going to be like not too decorative, but actually when you're looking at the pattern, like compared to something else like Pandemic from Long Dog or something like that, it looks like it's not going to be, but then you get in there, and I like it. I like digital downloads, so I have this on my phone, and then I can just zoom in really far and get in really close to here and see all the intricacies of this. So let me pull in really quick here. So it's not simple. It kind of looks like it's going to be, but it's not. So, yeah, I was stitching on this the other day when we were watching Day Shift on Netflix, which was an interesting vampire movie if you're looking for something lighthearted to watch. So, yeah, I'm really enjoying this, and you'll see progress on this consistently throughout the month of November. And I'm just stitching this on a piece of Bee Stitch Me 40 count that I just got in this last month. Is it called Amethyst? I'll have to look it up and put it on the screen. And then I'm just using Weeks mascara for my black. So those were my works in progress. I think after that I usually talk about haul. So I'm going to share with you a little bit of haul and a few projects that I have kitted up and ready to go, and they aren't necessarily on my start right now radar. Well, one of them is. Anyway, let's get into that part. So I was thinking I didn't actually have a lot of haul to share with you today, but I was wrong. So if you like haul, just here we go. So first up, this is Sampler House 4 from Plum Street, and I just was looking around for very autumnal looking things, and look at those cute sunflowers, and so this one hopped its way into my cart. And I think this was the thing that I went there for because I saw Vicky, the Virginia Stitcher, stitching on this, and it just looked breathtaking, so I had to snag it. This is from Bygone Stitches, and it's called One Nation, and I'm not going to stitch it as big as what she's doing, but it just looked so awesome. So those two patterns traveled together, and then these two patterns traveled together. I picked up the Scarlet House Fall Frolic, and yeah, I don't know if I will start this year because this looks like something I'm going to want to stitch for Halloween. So that's the first one I picked up, and then I also snagged Pumpkins and Bittersweet. And then these two travel together with I Needle and Thread, and again, I can't remember who influenced me to purchase these, but it was after watching a Flosstube, Token of Love. And this one is just this gorgeous, really yummy brown, like mustard brown and blues. And then this one here that maybe I will start soon. It is the season for it. Basketful of Wintertime. Alright, so this is something I forgot about when I said I didn't have a lot of haul, was my friend Heidi and I together went in on the Kitten Stitcher Halloween box, and we each picked 3 things out of the box to keep, and she sent me one of the stickers. I think I had more than one, but she was gonna keep those, but she sent me one little stinker, so isn't that terribly cute and creepy? And then I picked this notebook, which I thought was gonna be very handy, and it's really cute and adorable. And then I picked the Scarlet House pattern in there, and this pumpkin is really scary to me, but I really, really love Scarlet House. And this was a mystery box, by the way, so I didn't know what was gonna be in there, but I knew the designers that were gonna be in there. So the pumpkin grew on me. He's a very like Pennywise looking pumpkin to me. I generally don't like pumpkin head creatures, but like I said, I love Scarlet House. So there's that. And then I love everything Paula Stewart, so I snagged this one as well. So isn't it so cute? It's really cute in all the colors. So this one is called Grimm's Haunt. And I believe that these were exclusive to the box, which is why I really wanted to make sure to get it, because there was going to be an exclusive Scarlet House and Plum Street in there. So, and the other designers were Kathy Barrick, La Di Da, and Hello by Liz Matthew. All are things that I liked, so I felt like it was a pretty safe bet that anything that was going to be in there was going to be awesome. Speaking of Kathy Barrick, so I have a few more here that are physical purchases, and then I have some more from her that are PDF downloads. But so I don't live close to a lot of L&S's, but my friend Heidi does, and she lives next to one that frequently seems to keep having these 50% off sales. So when she goes to it, she will sometimes do some personal shopping for me. So these were very awesome price points, so I picked up a few things. So this is Reindeer Games from Kathy Barrick. Then we have Pennsylvania Fractor, which is, my husband's from Pennsylvania, so I usually snag all the Pennsylvania Fractor things. And then this cute one, After the Rain. And then Anna's Bird. She does a lot of birds. I think most of these were like $5. This one from the Primitive Hare is called Halloween Cubes. Look how cute. 2 Angry Birds. This is from Shakespeare's Peddler. Sorry about the glare. Then you guys know how much I love Karen Kluba, Rosewood Manor 4 Corners. This looks like a lovely Valentine's design, and look at all the different fonts for the letters. Another Bygone Stitches. This is Quaker Peace. Shakespeare's Peddler, Mary Mercy Goodhart sampler, not Mary. And then this Plum Street Antiques, Elizabeth Sarah Oliver, 1842. Reproduction sampler. And then now I'm going to show you a few digital downloads. So when I was picking up the project that I was going to do for Black Sampler November, I also grabbed this one, which is called Winter Kaleidoscope from Modern Folk Embroidery, and it is huge. He made mention of that in his video, and so it's a little daunting how big it is, but it's really, really beautiful. So I just decided to go ahead and snag it. And then there are a couple patterns that I got from the Teresa Kogut Patreon. This first one is called Joyful Day. It's got a cute little Santa and a reindeer, house tree, so much fun stuff going on in there. And then the year, so you can remember the year you were stitching this. And then here's another one that is called Merry Santa. So this one has, is that supposed to be a turkey or like, I don't know what kind of bird that is. Oh, there's 2 birds in there actually. So anyway, cute, 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 cute. All right, and then here's the other Kathy Barrick set I picked up. This one's called Strawberry Bird. I really, really love this. I love how there's a whole scene in there inside the bird, and the colors are so beautiful. So I was really excited about that one. And these are just downloads from her Etsy. This one's called Moon Dance with all these funky peacocks that are hilarious. So more birds. I think Kathy Barrick has a thing for birds. Then I snagged Jack's urn. This one here, it's so cute. I love the floral inside the black urn there. And the pumpkin on top and the house with the bricks. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. But I didn't get that, I don't think, till like right before Halloween. So maybe I'll start that next year. And then this one is Bobby. So we have a theme here. I got a lot of birds this fortnight. So again, the colors are really, really beautiful. So really, really love that. So I only kitted up 2 things in the last couple weeks. So this first pattern is one that I showed you, and I was like, oh, I have to start that ASAP because all these colors, and it has DMCs, and it's just so delightful. I probably won't get very far, and I definitely won't do a top right start. Maybe I'll do a middle start for this one. So I'm really, really excited about that. It's called Paisley Pumpkin. And then I have the called for DMCs, not floss dropped yet. Look how beautiful they are though. And then this is a piece of hand dyed 40 count Zweigart. And it's just more greens and warm yellows. Not as much tan as the other one I was showing you that Folksy Thomas is going to go on. And so I'm really excited about that. This will be started by the next time we meet. So this is the next pattern that I'm going to do. This is just a piece that I printed out as a cover sheet for this bag to go with this project. I love this so much. This is called My Favorite Apron, and just look at what she's got going on in here. It's just so beautiful. So, oh, really crazy about that. So anyway, you can find well, not all, a lot of Barbara Anna designs on creativepoppy.com. And I really love that they're digital downloads. And so I have Valdani's. Yeah, Valdani's for this. And then here's these bright colors for it. These are DMC variegated flosses. And so I'm going to use the called for stuff, and then I'm going to stitch on this 40 count Stormy Night from Zweigart. This is just a printed fabric that looks like that. And I don't know if I'll start this by the next time we meet, but I really, really like it, so we'll see. I know, I just want to start all the things. I can't help it. I'm not a new stitcher, but I'm new to not being a monogamous stitcher. For years and years and years, you know, since I was like 13 or something, I was a monogamous stitcher pretty much until this last year. And so I've just been so intrigued to try every designer and figure out what my aesthetic is and what I enjoy the most. So yes, that's why I start a lot of stuff, and I don't know when that's going to calm down. So if you like watching a lot of different projects, then this is the channel for you. All right, so we did whips, we did finishes, we did starts, we did haul kits. Now let's pick a project for me to do for the next 2-week period. That's a random project off of my Mania list. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that now, and we'll pick one together. So now what we're going to do is pick a random project that is not necessarily going to be like themed to the season, because I am a seasonal stitcher, but I'm also trying to get through my Mania pieces. So out of the 22 Mania things that I started, I have held on to 17 that I'm still interested in or didn't finish. And so we're going to pick a project from here for me to work on. Now I have done, I think, what is it, 5 now? So we'll see if I happen to pick something that I've already worked on. And if so, I'll probably pick a different number. 15. 15 is Hello Halloween. I think that's the one with the skeletons in the car, and it's stitched on a really like gorgeous orange piece of fabric. So cool, that's gonna be kind of fun. We just got out of Halloween, and I should have stitched on that during Halloween, but I forgot. So cool. All right, that's what I'm gonna work on. I don't know how much I'll work on it, but I'll work on it a bit between now and next time we meet. All right, so that's really exciting. I'm going to get a little bit of work done on that. Finally, what I want to talk with you about is my plans. So I kind of already mentioned this. I am still very much in the mood to stitch autumnal things, pumpkins, leaves, warm weathers, forest creatures, but I do kind of have my Christmas projects slowly crowding their way into my mind. So I don't have a plan necessarily this week to start any Christmas things, but you never know with me. So I'll definitely spend a little bit of time, maybe 2 or 3 days, on my mania, my random mania piece. And then I want to get more done on, I'll be spending a little bit of time on my Black Sampler November each week. I think that I want to pull back in one of my full coverage projects. You guys haven't seen my full coverage on here in a while because I've been busy with Sampler September and then Halloween and now autumn, but I have my spring montage and my Hade piece that I really, really love. And so you might see one of those projects in this next week, in this next update as well. So those are my plans. I plan to have a lot of fun as well, obviously. I don't know how much haul I'll be doing in the next 2 weeks because I am in love with a lot of the things that I have started and kitted up right now. So I'm kind of just like, oh, I want to start all of this stuff, and then I'm very contented with my projects that I have planned. Okay, guys, I think that's going to be it for today. I really appreciate you joining me. Share with me your favorite project you're working on in the comments section down below. And I hope that you have the best stitchy week ever. 2 stitchy weeks until I see you next time. And it'll be right around Thanksgiving time. So I will see you back then. And take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay healthy. Big hugs from me to you. See you later. Bye.